Hey friend, welcome back to the channel. Let me show you how I built VoiceBud, a voice recorder tool that can help me brainstorm, research, summarize my content, even help me create content for LinkedIn, and also serves me as a place where I can keep all of my voice notes because I am someone that enjoys making voice audios instead of typing all the time, especially when I walk and things. So I decided to create my own tool. And since I'm not a software developer by any means, I couldn't do it. But now with some new tools, it became quite easy to do it. And I spent a weekend to build this tool, quite simplistic, works on mobile as well. And basically what he does is I can just go, let's do a quick sample here. Let's do something. Hello, my name is Riad. I am a YouTuber. I talk about data science, primarily in the UK. I specialize in SaaS and also in finance. We can just put it in there. And this is just a quick note. You can see it's directly here transcribed at the bottom. And also I can do whatever I want with it. So if I want to summarize it, which is silly, it's just a sentence, it will summarize it for me very quickly. So it's just for me a way to keep all my audios recorded, transcribed. It can help me brainstorm ideas, create content as well for LinkedIn, which is super helpful. I can do everything here. So the purpose is to show you how I did it in here. So I use three tools. The first one is called V0, and V0 basically helps you with the front end. It's the design, the layers that you see. And Replit can help you with the back end. The backend basically is everything that is behind that you don't see, all the API connections, all the code, all the storage that you have at the backend, and also help you deploy the app, which usually a lot of people struggle with. Deploy is making it available for people all over the world. So, and also I use Cursor AI. Cursor AI is basically an development environment where you can code. And what's good in it is that it has directly built in the possibility to chat with LLMs. For example, you can use Claude, or you can use GPT-4 or One Mini, and you can directly prompt it or even record your audio and send it in there, take screenshots and put it in there, and it will help you debug and fix your code automatically for you. So this video is not meant to be a tutorial on how to do things. I'll just share with you how I briefly used this tool to create that VoiceBud. And I took all these learnings and most of it from Riley Brown. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. He is really cool. Go follow him and subscribe to his channel. But he's basically sharing some cool stuff about this. I watched a few of his videos, and honestly, it gave me that motivation to do it myself. I always wanted to create a cool tool, and now I managed to do it. It's not perfect by any means. This is mostly to create a prototype or something they want to use yourself. If you wanna take it to the next level, obviously there's more work. A few hours is not enough. It's just like a starting point. So here we are in V0. V0 basically you can directly prompt it, and you can say, I want, for example, a landing page for my health coaching business. I'd like green color to be dominant. Whatever. You can just go in here, type, and it will start doing things for you, generate the code for you. And also what's cool about it is that it's very interactive, and you can directly see the preview and make directly tweaks, screenshots, put them. And honestly, even for people that don't code, this is super cool, honestly. How can you do better than that? You just prompt and the tool does the code for you, and you just have to go adjust the colors, the shapes and things. Maybe if you have already some templates or some website that you already like, you can just screenshot it and bring it to here. Look at this. We already have our healthy EU coaching landing page. The green is too flashy, it's horrible. This is a starting point, you know, and you can go and you can like, okay, update the colors, update the buttons, and all these things. But obviously this is not a video on how to use V0. I'll show you how I used it myself to create VoiceBud. So basically it was just a basic prompting where I asked it to create a modern and minimalistic next.js. So this is JavaScript web app. And why next.js? Because Riley, in one of his videos, he shared like a template to use on Replit. And in that template, the code was in Next.js, and I just wanted to respect that because it would make it easier for me to build the rest of the app. But obviously you can use the language that you prefer, you know, whether it's Node.js, Next.js, whatever, you can ask it and it will give it here for you. And then I just gave some details. So I spent some time, a little bit, trying to get it the right prompt. You can also do it on ChatGPT. So just go and say to ChatGPT to give you a nice prompt of a minimalistic website or whatever you want to build. Or you go to someone's website, literally screenshot it, and you can ask it to do it for you. So as you can see here, after a little bit of back and forth of updating the fonts, the colors, the shapes, and everything, the buttons and everything that you can see, when I finished and I was satisfied, I took the code, I literally downloaded the code. So you can see here all the code that you can see in here. I took it, I downloaded it, and I took it to here, to cursor.ai. And you can see here, this is the template that was given by Riad that I downloaded, that has a lot of files that were created for you, where you can insert your API keys, for example, for OpenAI, because the app itself, VoiceBud, uses here, when I record the audio, it transcribes it. So it uses a transcription tool, and then it turns the transcription into whatever I ask it, either research, summary, brainstorm, or content creation. And this goes to ChatGPT via an API key, makes a call, gets the information, and brings it back to me. So this is how it works. So we're connected to LLMs. So via his template that I will share one of his videos where he explains that in the description below, so you can go and get the insight from him, because it's not my template, so I won't pretend that it's mine. Then I use Replit as storage, backend space, and deployment, especially deployment. So for this project, the only tool that I paid for was Replit. I think I paid £20 or $25, something like that. And it just basically gave me the ability to use the shell, the command line, and also to deploy. I don't know if you could do it for free in here or not, but most of these tools, they have the free tier and the paid tier. So usually when you want to do a little bit more advanced things, you'll have to pay for them. And honestly, this whole tool cost me £20 to run. It was honestly a bargain to go for it. So anyways, here on VoiceBud, on Replit, sorry, you can see that also in here you can use the AI agent to help you fix the bugs and everything. But for me, it was primarily linked directly to Cursor AI, where the changes that I make in Cursor directly appear on the back end of Replit. And then when everything was ready, when the code was satisfied, going back and forth, adding the API keys. Obviously, if you use ChatGPT, for example, you'll need to come to OpenAI, create your own API key, link it to Cursor AI. You'll find the modules where you have your API keys. Yes, it seems a little bit complex, I would say, but honestly, it's just a matter of starting out, because most of this code, I didn't write it, I prompted it. I was just talking to Cursor AI and just saying what I wanted to add. I want to add a transcription feature, how can I do it, what do I need? And he kept on guiding me into each and every step, and he just go and bring the information. The thing is, most people will not push through the struggles of bugs and figuring things out at the beginning. But honestly, after the first 3 hours, where I couldn't understand much what was going on, how to take the code that was generating from V0 for the front end and take it to Cursor AI, then how to connect Cursor AI to Replit and all these things. But when you push through things, then it becomes easier and it becomes so nice, because you are in charge of the app just via voice or via text, and you just do whatever you want with it. And honestly, you can build something so powerful and so cool just by leveraging AI, you know? So this was just a video to show you how powerful these things are, that I've built this tool honestly on a weekend, and I didn't even spend the whole day on it, you know, just a few hours. And I kept refining a little bit until it was working on mobile as well for me. And now I use it every day to take my own notes on mobile, you know? So it's honestly just so easy to create things, as long as you're willing to push a little bit through those struggles and bugs. And you don't have to be a software developer. I'm definitely not, but I'm familiar with coding. So it does help me figure out things. But if you're not, maybe it will take you a little bit longer. But what's cool today is that if you have an idea for an MVP, you can definitely build it yourself. For a few days, figure things out, watch a few tutorials. That's what I did with Riley Brown, for example. Go and watch his videos because he makes a lot of stuff about this. His channel is mostly about creating stuff with AI. So you'll find a lot of cool stuff in there. And if you're interested, and you can share with me in the comments, maybe some ideas of apps or MVPs, minimum viable products that we can build together. And I'll pick one that I find really cool, and I will try and record the whole process, even if it takes me 10-15 hours, and try and condense it for you in an hour video or something, and we can do this journey together. So let me know if that's something interesting for you. I hope you found this enjoyable, and let me know in the comment section if you tried any of these tools. I would love to hear about your experiences as well. I heard there are tools like Lovable and Bolt that can do the full end-to-end software development spectrum from front end to back end to deployment, which is crazy. I tried them both very briefly, but I didn't push much through the initial phase. Especially Lovable, I really liked it, and let me know if that's something you want me to make a video about, because there are so many cool things that we could build, and now we have the means to do it without being necessarily very good developers or even software developers with years and years of experience. Yes, coding helps, understanding what you do helps obviously, but now anyone can start. There is no reason to not build. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Let me know in the comments what you want to build next, and if we find something cool, we can definitely go for it. And if you haven't seen my previous video about Gemini 2.0 AI that helps you literally learn anything on the internet, serves like an AI tutorial guide or your AI assistant. If you're stuck using Excel, Google Docs, Notion, coding, it literally speaks to you and explains to you what's going on. Go and give it a watch. You'll find it in the description below, or I'll link it just here for you. Thanks for watching.